New dungeon, hopefully 5x5 dungeon, so hopefully we'll find the access to lower levels sooner rather than later, otherwise the save and load time will grow to an unmanageable size. That's probably where the encampment is. Let's go take a look. I might as well get a idea of what sort of trouble we have here. It's not where the encampment is. There's a distinct lack of beholders here. I like the fact that the animations can't keep up with the number of attacks the fighter has at this stage. But this is good, this is very good, for the simple reason that we might be able to make fairly quick progress if the opposition is like this. Divine immunity 75%. It's not horrible. Sort of wish I could say something better about it though. Large negative energy resist, 50 points. Combined with the 90% immunity, that's total protection from that sort of damage. Magical, 90% immunity. That would allow us to fight beholders. Well, I'll hold on to that. +7, so 20. It's probably better than this. But whatever, I don't feel like switching things up anymore all that much. There'd have to be a very good reason to do it. Immunity to transmutation. +7 armor deflection modifier. I think that's the first time I've seen a proper armor modifier on an item. That's 350,000 gold piece ring of immunities. Regeneration to seeing. Immunity to illusion. Mind affecting +8. Not particularly interesting ring in the end. But do we need heals? Yes, we need a lot of heals. Beholders got me pretty badly, but I'm not sure how anyone could get me at this point. I mean, pure fighting is the way. In that sense, we probably should buy the helmet. Yeah, we don't have to use it now, but if physical damage becomes a real problem, this very reliably still protects us. You would need a +7 weapon to break through that. I don't think it really matters where we go at this stage. Yes, it did. We had a beholder eye. Southeast. So, south or east. There aren't that many areas there. I think it's better for us to go east. Then just head south until we reach the correct area. Death Slot. Is it useful though? Okay. These guys just... they're not up to the task of fighting against me. They have an instant death ability, but that hasn't been an issue for a long time. Forsaken Pharaoh. There's some type of an undead guy here. Because this seems like a mini-boss. They usually represent the nature of the boss here. I have a critical hit immunity, that's somewhat annoying. But it's not really that bothersome. So I'm pretty much immune to their spells. Right, it won't. The item won't be on this map.
I'll have you dead! My enemies fly before me!
Health Celestial Wizard. Halaster's boneless plant meat. So maybe someone wants to buy them. Our attack monsters are still at plus 40 even when we use power attack mode. Lieutenant. There's an invisible something here. Looking sword. I mean, it's totally worthless to me, but I'm still curious to see what it is. Right, anything interesting, or do we just move south? There is a puzzle here. Excellent. Ah, one of these. Looks like a simple one burned up. Where are they pointing? Barrel of Fun. Interestingly, armor. It's definitely a heavy armor too. Damage resistance versus cold, 45. It's not a good ability, but if I can add something like that to an item at this point, I'll certainly take it. Orb of the Unseeable is here. We have to clear this place pretty thoroughly. It has nothing but the orb though, so once we find it we can bail.
The good of all!
Motherfucking beholder. A single beholder is irrelevant.
Oh, the Averial! My enemies fly before me!
In groups of dozens they start with a big problem. Meteor Swarm is probably one of the worst attack spells you could have. Well, at that level, actually. It's a 9th level spell. But it doesn't really do anything against darkness of limited users. Doesn't really... Okay, that was the orb we needed. Right. It's not useful as a spell against high level creatures, and you really never encounter any low level stuff at that point. Or you wouldn't waste a 9th level spell on minor enemies. Ever smoking disc. Well, the thing we really have left to do is finish this dungeon. I think we might as well head south. Right, there's at least one area still there. Good amount of experience gained from kills, a couple of 100 per guy. Right, what we're interested in now is a merchant or path below. At least an encampment here somewhere. One genuine merchant too. Nothing interesting. Hadrian's Blade. +4 Flame Strike level 10 on hit, so if you want to be a punching bag, this is fine armor for you. And it's the same blade again. I do not want to be a punching bag. Dexterity, Dark Vision, Improved Evasion, Hide, Move Silently. Sure, it's very valuable, but it's not useful. Not exactly a huge amount of free entry space left. Still, it's fine. It's not like I have a huge amount of things I want to get anymore. There might have been a recipe or two that we could use, so when we get the opportunity, we'll have to take a look what we have. Although the recipes are not particularly relevant unless you plan on doing some kind of a serious inventory equipment change. I am not doing that anymore. It just takes too much time. Not unless there's a real desperate need for it. Arch Minion. Oh, it was mini boss? I feel like the quality of mini bosses has gone down. Definitely not a fighter's dungeon. Rogue or mage. Probably a rogue, because there are so many rogues here. Enhancement bonus versus outsiders. Yeah, there are a lot of outsiders here, but amusingly enough, they're some of the weakest enemies we've encountered. It's mainly because they don't have a lot of hit points compared to the generated enemies this area has. Horde. It's a horrible name. Someone is looking for me on level 1. Okay. Where is this? Corner. Southeast corner has a horde werewolf. Potgiver. Wonder if he wants a horde werewolf. Troublesome sons of bitches, immune to critical hits, and take them out quickly. What the hell is a regular troll doing here? I mean, it probably has a ton of hit points because it's our leveled up troll, but it's still a troll. It's not an offensively dangerous opponent.
By the mother's wrath!
These guys have hundreds and hundreds of hit points. Postkeeper. Mary. Holy shit, this has 4 levels. Archive intensely needs for you to use a fountain on level 4. It is a very special fountain. 10,000 golden experience. Sure, let's go. Are you any good? Yes, but not good enough.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Still, we stumble upon the fountain. I won't say no to 10,000 extra experience points. I don't think there's anything else here. Moving on. Oh, this is
The
bad.
good of all!
Puzzle and a quest giver. I might go back for the Horde Werewolf in the case that the quest rewards is substantial.
Here you meet
If
your
not,
end.
then it's around 10,000 experience points. Then yes, that's interesting enough for me to travel through a couple of areas. Where's our plot giver? Consort. What exactly are these? High-ranking drow female who follows him home. So cleric. Mind flare somewhere. Mind flare fighter. Someone else picking a fight. Mando is here again. What do you want, Mr. Mando? We long for you to return, Erwin's ever-smoking disc. Right. Sure. 1000 free XP for me. Complete the puzzle and move on. If we get lucky, this should be a level up. Okay, these have to be... okay, they're all white. Look a little bit teal to me. Northeast blue. It's hard to see what the color is, especially because of the background. Because even the blue looks like more teal than anything. Okay, that needs 3. Right, so east, anything but red. Okay, let's light up this first. No. No, that's not a good thing. We need to see what has to be used somewhere. There's only 4 areas left that we need to change color on. This can only be used there, so there it must go. This can be used in 2 places. Let's go for the green. Southeast. It'll lead a teleport to there. I was wondering how you get there. It's on a ridge.
The good of all!
So most likely just a waste of time. Yep. Still, you don't really know it until you do it. Okay, where do we go from here? Let's continue west. Doesn't really matter where we go. $12,000 away from a level up. Which is gonna be more strength, pretty much. Everything just poured into strength. Attack power of some sort. The beholder has to die. The only one who's a danger to me because I can't use critical hits to kill him. Holy shit, didn't notice how bad it was. I mean, should be one extra body there somewhere. Tiefling fighter. Well, I can't target it. There is an encampment, forge, and a plot giver here. Hello, giver plots.
Here you meet your end!
This is an exploration. You know, how much are you offering? $8,400. Sure, come aboard. Unlikely we'll visit these places, but whatever. We've already likely visited them, so we can't complete this anyway. So he's cannon fodder basically. I'm not going to tell him to stay put. So if he wants to come and get himself killed, all the better. I'm not saving his ass. Local merchants don't mess around in these parts. Anything useful? %75% immunity to slashing, choosing. The usefulness of these items would depend heavily on what type of recipes you picked up earlier. You could add even a minor resistance or immunity on top of those. Then there would be great. Alternatively, decent amount of regeneration, so the constant trickle of damage isn't basically bothering you in the slightest. Either way, I'm not seeing anything particularly useful here. I'll have to check the recipes though. I'll add a couple of items to the forge and see what we can add there.
The good of all! For the Avarian!
Now, the little guy's sneak attack damage is amazing. Awesome.
Here you meet your end!
Right, we might have a good recipe or two. I'm not sure what that would be really though.
Here you!
We can try a few things on the weapon and the almost anything really. You're a spellcaster. Yes. Get a free heal from him. One, two, three, four, five. Can still fit 3 more. Any attack bonuses? Specific bones for chaotic evil, don't care. Damage bonuses? Piercing damage type, I don't see the benefit on that. Maybe regeneration. +1 vampiric regeneration. I mean, it's better than nothing. Maybe. Or about that. But it's a minor regeneration at least. Vision. Light, how about no? Weight reduction ability. Universal armor class bonus +3. I don't want to add it to a weapon, I just don't. Right. But that's not a bad thing. It'll heal us a little bit. Won't matter too much, but every little bit helps. Maybe something added to the bell itself. This is not all that useful. At the same time, I'll never switch to another item because I need +10 strength. So we might as well add something else to it. Damage reductions. Not useful. Damage resistances. Cold. I can't see that being too useful, but yeah, I just don't see it. Improved evasion haste, we have those. Lower bonuses, don't care. Bonus speeds, armor proficiency, don't need. Universal armor class bonus, pretty much the only thing. Might add a +2 bonus somewhere else. This could be totally waste. I'm not sure if this is actually going to give me extra armor. Depends on what type of what it is. This deflection bonus. I think it would have to be natural for it to really matter. Still, 3 extra armor. It's fine, I guess. It's not like I lost anything. Right, we'll continue going west. And we got minor regeneration. Minor is the key fact here though. It's largely irrelevant, but we've been in tough spots before where a few hit points might have made a big difference. So we can always upgrade it if we will find something better.
Hold this, the good of all!
At least a puzzle here. Yeah, this is more of a fighter area, I'd say. Say what you will about the minor regeneration, but we haven't taken any damage because of it. Rather have healed than if we have taken. Enchantment bonus versus evil. Well, that might be useful. It's not though. I know it already. It's not useful, but in the slightest. Still, a little up. Weapon master, please. Devastating critical. Whenever scoring a critical hit with the chosen weapon, the character's target must make a fortitude save or die instantly. Creatures who are immune to critical hits are not affected by this feat. These people are starting to have so many hit points that this is somewhat useful. I mean, we know that saving throws, no matter how great, will fail occasionally. We can do 5 hits every round. So there'll be occasional failures, even against fighters. That's pretty much the only thing I was still looking forward to as far as character development is concerned. So, that's it. Devastating critical. It's a DC of 35. These guys basically need to throw something like 18, 19, 20 to avoid the instant death effect. This guy has 0 chance. There's 5% chance of avoiding instant death. Okay, I didn't realize the difficulty class was so hard to beat. It was a mage though, so that explains it. But you need a drastic natural bonus. I mean, I would have it plus 34. It's a DC of 35, so I have a 5% chance of failing my own setting critical. You need something like that. Another devastating critical. He always has to make the save. No, he's immune to critical hits. No. Hard to say what happened there then.
Dare you meet your
Attack the beholder, please. Can kill us. Devastating critical. There's a spider. Not all of them have to make the saving throw though. That's pretty obvious. I'm not quite sure what's the deal there. But at the same time it's clearly useful. Maybe there's a limitation of like it works once a turn or something. Summon slot, see invisibility, see invisibility, see invisibility. Got dispelled. I think in many ways the Holy Avenger is one of the better things we ever put on a weapon. You can see the loot hidden somewhere there. Still, not really my problem. Puzzles. Another one. Okay, what do we know? At least I can see the colors clearly. awesome. Right, better not think too much about these. Once you start encountering trouble, then think about it. Because usually you sort of get the solutions as you make them. Purple shaft of light. Ooh, there's another dark one, didn't notice that. That is a genuine problem. Clear it, clear it. Is that really a problem though? This doesn't go anywhere. We need 1, 3, 5. We have the 5. There's just one empty after that, but that's fine. No, that is clearly not fine. We need 3 there, and we don't have. We have the 3, but we don't have another one to go there. Right. $5,000 experience points. Very much worth it. So where do we go from here? We're at the edge, right? I think we'll try to go for a systematic approach. So north, then head back east. Or not. I don't know, I don't think it really matters all that much. Devastating. Not that much of an area here. Just go and clear it out. Going to meet the plot here anyway.
Your time in this realm is over.
Devastating critical, devastating critical, devastating critical. That's the stuff. hitting critical. Probably rare to get to just beat the shit out of someone's in this stage. Just hitting critical. Right. That'll make things much simpler for me. I'm not switching the weapon anymore at this point. They're way too good of a thing going for us. Clandel. Explore certain areas. 12,600. Sure. Come on board. There's no way in hell it's gonna survive that long. Just hitting critical. That's the normal critical. Normal critical. Just hitting critical. Right. Yeah, that speeds things up quite nicely, I have to say. Weren't exactly slow in killing them before, but now...
The good of ya!
Right. There is a secret area or two here, doesn't particularly matter. This is not very good. Well, whatever. We going north or east? Both are fine, I think. Just which is gonna be more lucky for us. I'll head north. I really wish I would find the entrance to lower level sooner now, because there's a 4th level to this dungeon, so the saving time, and this is 5 times 5, so the saving times could drastically increase compared to what we've experienced so far. And that's something I just don't want to deal with. I really don't. Vampiric Cleric. Roots of Intellect. Plus 12. Okay, it can go over 10. That's interesting. We're gonna keep an eye out for strength belts then. Probably not gonna get better than what we have, but we might get lucky. Safety. Saving throws versus poison. Negative energy damage. Bad, the enchantment is too low to even seriously consider. If it's not plus 5, it's not going through spell defenses. I'm pretty sure plus 5 isn't enough for all defenses. So, it doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here, so we'll move on. Are the criticals now? doesn't really matter what we attack. The Earth Elemental is getting out quickly, but it's not hitting us all that much either. Okay, could you target that guy, please? It's pretty much impossible to target though. Just walk a little bit. Why can't I don't understand. Clicking in the same area, looking like this, didn't move the guy. Ah, oh, hello, Mrs. Medusa. Really get why certain creatures, once they turn, use these abilities, sort of don't do anything anymore. With the devastating criticals, the need to use the power attack mode is lessened quite drastically. We get much more hits, many more hits. Wizard sort of looks like it might be targeting something other than me, so I don't want him to survive. I think he's basically just buffing himself, but he's sort of pointing at Mary there, so to take him out quickly. An encampment here, but doesn't appear to be anything else. And in some ways it's better for us, we can easily move past this level.
The good of all!
Matron.
Time in this realm is
Luckily they have a merchant here. Not that'll make much of a difference though. Don't think I've picked up any decent loot in a long time. Demi-Lich hireling. Not falling for this trap again.
Good day.
Okay, anything interesting? No. A simple system where you highlight unidentified items would also be very welcome. Yeah, I don't have anything. At least not anything I know to miss. This could be a likely area for the staircase because it's you can't get direct access to it. You have to go through another place to get it. But on the other hand, that really rarely means anything. What did Mary want? I don't recall anymore. So talk to him occasionally. I think he wanted to meet someone somewhere else. Blando.
What?
Kill enemies that are on level 1 and 2. Sure, join up. Like all the enemies you want. It's like an empty area. Yep, so we'll head north.
Here you meet your end!
At least this place has an encampment. We're going west from here no matter what. But might as well take a look at what's there now.
God of all!
Okay, they are a bit older. Let it get away. Blando's gonna get his ass beat. Yeah, Blando's doomed at this point. No, it's can go. Actually, quite well.
Soleno, Samatka. No escape.
We need to kill the slot next. Also a mage summoning crap like that. Lieutenant. there's a lot of clerics here, and nothing all that interesting besides that. So I feel like I'm fairly safe. The rogues will not survive devastating criticals. Well, they don't survive criticals. Belando is getting his ass handed to him.
Time in this realm is
These are just pathetic after the huge horse of boulders. Shot the beholder raised me. That's not acceptable. Oh. So we managed to come out on top. Wasn't really looking for much of a fight here, but sometimes the fight comes to you. Good looking bastard sword. But it's a bastard sword, so what the hell are we gonna do with it? Damage bonus versus neutral, +7. I mean, that might be actually all that okay to add to a weapon. A lot of these could be neutral. Naturally, demons are unlikely to be neutral, but there's a nice selection of units always. I'm not exactly trying to go out of my way to add something to the weapon, but at the same time, I waited tens of hours now for any kind of elemental damage recipe or something, and it's just not coming up. So I think there's a strong case for adding just any kind of damage bonus, even if it's against a smallish niche of some sort. True seeing, oh, that's so welcome, so welcome. That's one of the things I've sort of wanted to have for a long time. But there's no good items where I could have gotten that from. Now we can just add it to something. Yeah, that warrants a save. Doesn't particularly matter what item it is though, where we add it rather. But maybe the gloves. We're not going. The gloves and the cloak are things that we're unlikely to ever remove anymore. And the cloak is full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can fit 3 more. Vision, true seeing, yes. No more hiding from me. Monster Cellar. Gargoyle Paragon. I think they mostly suck. But they would be very nasty in low magic settings. You'd have to have some sort of elemental form to damage them. I guess that's the biggest weakness of these type of settings. Every monster becomes trash when there's so much magical gear could go around. Yeah, this is a longish dead end. Well, dead end. So there's a good chance there might be something interesting at the end of this. Like a plot giver. Here's an encampment. Anything else? No. Take the short path. We can't kill that one quickly. The rogue, so I can get access to the boulder. Okay, kill the fighter, so I can get access.
You will die!
Very small area. I wonder if it's the game's way of compensating for the larger maps, or larger dungeons. Use individually smaller maps. $400,000 for this. Saving throws versus positive energy. This is a good one. Not useful for me, but a good one. Damage resistance items. Positive energy, block 45. Sneak attack, bludgeoning resist. Not bad. Bludgeoning is pretty much our biggest problem at the moment. And it's barely qualifies as a problem. Because we have critical hit immunity. If we couldn't had to deal with critical hits, then that would be a different matter. Where to here? I guess south's the only place we can go. Might as well go full south, clear the entire road. Because you attack the beholders and not kill people on the other side of the goddamn map.
My enemies lie before me!
Looking bow. I think that's something that has naturally infinite ammunition of a certain type. $7,000 for a level up. Oh, doesn't look like there's anything particularly dangerous here. Mind if Blair might be
Here
able to
you
throw
meet
something my
your
way.
end.
Fly before me.
I think I know what this Warhammer is. It's not usable. And there's nothing here, so we'll just continue south, I guess.
Time in this realm is your time in this realm is over. Your time in this realm. Your time in this realm is over. Your time in this realm is over. Your time in this realm is over. Your time in this realm is
Okay, could you do something? For the heal. Lando is useful for something. Ah, okay. There's probably another group of enemies somewhere there.
Here
Oh, and
you
here.
meet.
Lieutenant. I can see the beholder. I sort of want to clear things here a little bit. And if I leave Lando here, he's gonna be annihilated.
For the mother's wrath.
Okay. And things go surprisingly smoothly. Attack bonus versus lawful. That is not useful. Suppose if you are a monk and you want attack bonuses on your gauntlets, that's a different matter. Okay, this looks like... Never mind. And the map picture looked like it might have an access point to a lower level. Probably yes. Spellcaster monsters, so there are no merchants.
You will die! For the
Oh god damn it. We're back in fire areas. Lando might actually die here. Well, we're not quite so lucky this time either. No? He's stunned, getting hit by lightning bolts. Still, I don't think that's enough to kill him. True seeing, okay. Apparently true seeing is the flavor of the month with recipes. Wait, where are we? Okay. I think we should go north and east. Coming here in the first place was a mistake. We are very close to a level up though. So not everything's wasted. I just don't get it. Do I have just bad luck finding the access points to this lower levels, or is it just the game refuses to immediately generate them? Like you have to go through an X amount of areas before the lower level entrance will generate. I think it has to be luck. Yeah, there's a plot giver here. That's empty. Very likely at least, so I'll head north. We're very close to the north edge anyway. Oh shit. Lich. Haven't seen those in a while.
Here you meet your end!
Do their liches cast spells? That's the real thing.
Your time in this realm is over.
Okay. Not sure where we need to go. Oh. That is acceptable.
The good of
Demilich. Ooh, that's what I want to see. Does it cast spells or is it equally worthless? I think the draw wizard might be played. Demilich attacks me. It's not casting anything, so it seems like it is totally worthless. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm immune to this sword attack, right? It's evocation spell. I don't get it. What's wrong with Demilich just here? I thought it was just me, but no. It's all of them. They're not really Demiliches. They don't use any of their good abilities. Do we want weapon master levels? The thing is, I don't think the feats are... There's nothing to take on the weapon master side. Two fighters get more feats. Also, probably epic weapon specialization. So we'll go with fighter levels from now on. Extra armor class, extra DC to our extra saving throw bonuses. Then what? Then nothing. Available feats, excellent. Epic prowess is one, but do we have epic weapon specialization? Yes, what does it do? Plus 4 bonus to all damage done by the chosen weapon. So equivalent to 8 strength points. '47 attack bonus, it's nice. Damage is 1d8 plus 18. So natural weapon damage is largely irrelevant at this point. Of course, every little bit counts with the critical hits because the damage gets multiplied still. Saving is starting to take longer and longer, and we're on the first level of massive dungeon. Not exactly encouraging. Puzzle. Traps. Puzzle and plot giver. I think I'll end things here. Didn't get much progress done again. But,
Hold
it
this
is what
place.
it is.
Let nothing uproot you.
got this wonderful box filled with all kinds of treasures.
By the mother's wrath!
Will kill you dead.
We could go for the improved power attack just to see how high the critical hit damage goes. Devastating critical sort of is disruptive to that effort though. There aren't that many creatures who can make the saving throws now. There's a plot giver here, but do I care? I sort of do, but I sort of don't. I mean, I just don't have anything to look forward to in the character development. Finder doesn't get anything special after the epic specialization. Oh, it's a dead end.
You will perish!
Oh no, we're all alone now.
To be eviscerated, fool!
And we're taking damage. Because we're not getting devastating criticals, so we can't clean up the shop here all fast. Not fast enough at least. On the other hand, we are sucking some life out of it quickly. Just not nearly enough. Still, the end result is always the same. They don't have those, you can't pour a huge amount of damage to overwhelm me, just got nothing. I suppose that's another downside to having this type of magic in this world. It sort of funnels the gameplay to a much narrower area than you would think. You think it expands the options because you give the players all kinds of neat magical items. It does sort of the exact opposite. Unless they can do the raw damage outburst to basically outstrip my ability to drink full health healing potions, they've got nothing. So everything always happens the same way because it cannot happen in any other way.
Death from above!
Vile contender.
From above!
The good of all!
Useful recipes. Attack bonus +5. Haste. They're not particularly useful, but there's no harm in having them in backup. Replacement. Might as well talk the Bloodgiver too, since it's there, so easily available for us. And it's being killed, right? Well, whatever. Can't be helped.
From above!
The only way I can go is east. I know I said I'd stop, but I sort of still want to find the access to the lower level. Why is it so goddamn hard to do? It's not here. Let's go south. That's easier for us to get to. We know there's nothing here. Need to kill those. Okay, what do you have? Nothing of interest. East. Nymph Hireling. What the hell could you possibly offer me? They have a aura of instant death.
I will.
At least when the enemy plays with them. But he seems totally unremarkable.
Please.
I'm not sure how instant death would really work on her. Because the difficulty class of the named instant death ability, Nature's Beauty, is not that high. There it is, though. Yeah, not that it'll matter, because they'll all be dead by the time she comes anywhere near them. She's not gonna come anywhere near them because she's using a sling. It's more of a self-defense feel that might save her ass in a desperate situation. They have about 1 in 4 chance of failing the saving throw, so I'll take it back. It's not quite as weak as I thought. North? take a guess, it is in the final area we're going to enter. Maybe not. It's probably here then. It is certainly not here. So yeah, 2 areas to the left. South, 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 and west.
That's the way you want it.
You cannot.
Hey Nim, could you activate your field of death? No, she's dead.
My enemies fly me.
Don't understand why she didn't activate it. It's the only thing she has going for her. Maybe she can't do it more than once a day or something. The rogue is doing damage. And there are quite a few rogues, apparently. 40 points. Could you fucking kill the rogue, please? Instead of going to the next target. Oh, okay. Fighter is pretty much unremarkable. Where does the damage come from again? It comes from the clerics. They're using negative energy to attack me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, yeah. A little bit of a more serious situation than I initially thought, but we got there then. Extra wizards to the left. Ah. That did not go well. Not well at all. At the same time, we're still alive, so that's all that matters. A lot of new warhammers for some reason. I think we had to go south. Oh, for fuck's
Here
sake.
you meet.
Yeah, this is definitely a fighter's area. Kill the rogues, doesn't matter what rogue. Then clerics and wizards. Is there fighting there? Oh, they're probably trying to fight a pot giver. Horde. 10,000, yes. Thank you. Mainly because I think we're going that general direction anyway. The Horde is there. 3 maps to south of us. You know exactly its location.
The good of all!
Come on, just let me go through.
The good of all!
You know there has to be a path south. Yeah, don't close the door. Path south. Ah, god damn it. Just want to get to the lower level.
For the Imperial.
Should have attacked the road first. There's so few enemies that I don't think it matters. Right, this is not gonna take us to where we want to go anyway. It's not even a level up, but very close to it. And it's just 10,000 for doing basically nothing. We need to come somewhere here anyway. He's there. Thank you very much. 3,000 for a level. There's only 2 areas left here, right? So west, north, east. There has to be the entrance somewhere.
Death from above.
Pot giver. Hello, pot giver. Boneless plant meat. Yeah, sure. 1,000 experience points.
Mother's wrath!
Yeah, you can just do nothing.
The good of all!
Puzzle. Suppose we want to do that. I mean, they often don't really offer anything, but sometimes they offer massive bonuses. Also, puzzles are so infrequent here that's not too big of a deal. It's one of these guide the shots to the target. We want to treat these three as one entity, try to just get that one then through its own path. No road. Right, more or less rows here. Try to get everything pointing to where we need them to point. Want to guide everything to those two if we can. Okay, that's more or less set. Just need to get these to actually point somewhere even remotely relevant. Okay, this should do it. I mean, I would understand that if there's even something remotely useful in those. Okay, this is the wrap on the first level. Took much longer than I thought. It's always the last area I look though. And I have to imagine that that cannot always be an...
Hold this
Either I
place.
had the
Let
worst luck,
nothing uproot you.
or it's not a coincidence. Yeah, fire gets more feats. That's why we raise fire. Pretty much the only reason we raise fire. We'll take armor skin. No, we'll take epic prowess. Extra damage is nice, but we really want to hit with everything we've got. Although maybe the improved power attack. Certain targets simply can't be harmed through normal attacks all that much. And we're all about attack power. $160 points of critical hit damage.
Here you meet your end!
We're doing 30-40 points of damage on normal hits.
Five enemies blocked.
170 on critical hits. We can do the instant death hits too. Right, this has to have somewhere here is the access to lower pit. I was thinking about these guys when I just played full power attack. Speed things up at least. Still don't... Okay, the axes have lower levels that be there or there. Cannot use a level exit while a player is in combat. Right. Horrible experience. But if this is true, that we more or less, at least on the first level that's happened, that we always have to explore everything, so we might as well just run through the levels then at first. I still think that something else is going on. Because I have recollections of finding access ways much sooner, so I think there's a good chance I'm just very unlucky. But I'm starting to be somewhat skeptical on that too. Twice in a row, that's quite unlucky. With the later levels I don't recall that being much of an issue, but it's always the first level.